Hey everybody, happy Tuesday out there. Thanks for joining us here on Northern Life on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. How many keys do you have on your keychain, Ryan?
Oh, let's see. I think I have about 4 for my apartment.
Okay.
I have about 1 for my car. And I think that's it. So 5 or 6.
That's not bad. No like extras like
well, I have 2 fobs.
Okay, 2 fobs too.
So
one
probably,
for work
probably 7 characters on that keychain.
7
How about
characters.
you?
I had a ton. Like for multiple years, I thought that I might be like a custodian for 5 different schools.
Sure.
That's what my family thought anyway. And every time I'd let my parents drive my truck, they would take off all the keys and then just give me the key ring, and then they just take the truck keys.
Yeah, right.
And for a while I was kind of offended. I'm like, just take the keys and use them and whatever. But now I feel less burdened because I took off all the keys that were on my key ring. I had 5 keys. I didn't know what they did. I had a drum key, which if no one knows what that is, that's how you tune drums.
Gotcha, yeah.
I had a bottle opener on there as well. It was huge in my pocket, so I just have this big bulge right on the side of my leg there. And now a weight is lifted off of my shoulders. It feels great.
So how do you know? I would assume now you're going to run into a situation where you're going to have to use that key.
I hope not, because I haven't had to use it for the past couple of years.
Okay, well,
so you never know. Maybe it's some kind of trailer or something like that, some kind of lock. But we're gonna find out.
I guess we'll learn.
We're gonna learn together.
We'll figure out a couple months.
Yes. Yeah. So I feel unburdened. I feel lighter on
Nice.
this Tuesday. So this is beautiful.
It's always a good feeling.
It is. It is also a good feeling checking out those fall colors
Yeah.
out there, Ryan. And we got this awesome viewer photo sent to us on our Northern Life text line. This is from Dawn, and she shared this pic telling us fall up north in Fayal Township. Absolutely beautiful. We had those really strong wind gusts. I know that knocked a lot of the leaves off,
Yeah.
but that must have been taken right before, and just a beautiful image there. Ryan.
Yeah, beautiful colors. Also love the birch trees. Just a fantastic setting there.
Yes.
So thanks, Don, for sending that. And speaking of beautiful fall colors, we hope you all had a great weekend. I know it's Tuesday, but I had a wonderful time on Sunday. We got to go to Apple Fest, me and Mary and our friend Drew. Great seeing so many people out and about. Also, my first time golfing at Bayfield's golf course, the Apostle Highlands, which if you love golf and you haven't golfed there, as you can tell on the left, beautiful views over Lake Superior. Also, the thing about Apple Fest, everybody was in such a great mood. We got the kid dancing on the right. We got bands playing throughout the parade, so it was a really special weekend.
You got to check out the parade. Did you have any cool foods or anything like that?
Oh, cool foods. I think we had an apple square that was super tasty. We had some noodles. One thing that you take for granted as you live in Minnesota is spotted cow.
Yes.
Like a crispy spotted cow from a lot of the places over there. Apples, obviously, of course, with the caramel on top. So very tasty.
Dude, controversial opinion. I'm not a big fan of spotted cow. Isn't that weird?
Wow, that is a little controversial.
Everybody else I know loves it, but I've never been a huge fan of it. Cheers to Wisconsin.
Cheers
Everyone
to Wisconsin.
loves it over there.
Sitting on top of the Bayfield Inn, too, where we've usually had our live shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful look over that Lake Superior right there.
That was a great time. Well, Hunter, one of our viewers had a question for you. Also has to do with an outdoor photo sent in to us on our Northern Life text line. They want to ask, Hunter, why are the clouds in this image so brown?
Oh, interesting. Okay, so I didn't see this image beforehand, but judging by the colors of the image, I believe this is close to sunset. So it's more so red, brown, kind of darkish. And so what happens as the sun starts to set is that the sunlight goes through more of our atmosphere, and it changes the colors from blue and white to more red, brown, I guess. This is not really, it looks kind of brown, but mainly more reddish. So it has to do with the fact that our sunlight is traveling through more of the atmosphere in order to reach us and reach those clouds. So it happens at sunrise and sunset every single day.
That's cool, because you can tell by the clouds on the bottom left, they're a little lighter than that.
Yes, yep, and that's the more the top of the clouds that are still getting that sunlight on them too. So yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
Good question right there.
Good to know too.
Yes.
How about this? We're now 4 months away from the start of the Whimper.
Whimper.
We're whimpering. The Winter Olympics in Italy. The host nation plans to have an unprecedented 4 flag bearers for their opening ceremonies, because they're going to have 2 in Milan and simultaneously 2 in Cortina. The Olympic flame will also be lit in ancient Olympia, Greece, coming up on November 26th, and that flame will arrive in Rome on December 4th and begin its journey across Italy 2 days later.
Oh my gosh. So normally how many flag bearers are there in an Olympic opening?
I think 2.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it depends. I know, what was it, Paris for the Summer Olympics? they had them on boats. So I think there was at least one or two flag bearers for. I know the U.S. I think had LeBron and was it Coco Gauff? I think was the flag bearer. So to have 4 is that'll be pretty cool for them.
I know this is such a cliche, but 4 months away is not that long of a time. It
No.
just comes up so quick.
Yeah.
Winter's going to be here before we know it. It's insane.
Did you see? I think it was one of the late night shows, but it was a montage of all the people in news saying, "I can't believe it's October." It was like every single station, and I was watching that and I go, I definitely did that.
We've all been guilty of that before in news, and we're going to continue to do it too.
I can't believe it's November. We're going to say that next month and for every month coming up.
It just flies by. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
No,
Yeah.
jeez.
Yep.
Well, before we get to the Olympics, though, Christmas, 2.5 months away. I can't even believe it.
I can't believe it's that close.
And retailers out there already pushing holiday shopping. Apparently, Target, Kohl's, Best Buy, Amazon, Walmart, all having October sales this week. And NerdWallet says good deals right now. Grills, summer gear, and Halloween items. However, you should wait until Cyber Monday for electronics. And also, apparently, don't buy clothes until after Christmas.
Dude, I don't know about you, but I'm such a procrastinator when it comes to anything Christmas related.
Yeah.
It's maybe a couple weeks, if not even less than that, before Christmas when I'm finally getting everything done. Is that how you work?
Yeah, the Amazon shopping cart usually says arriving on December 23rd, and I go, good deal.
That's a little scary.
That's all you need.
Yes, but
That's all you need.
it's a thrill, you know?
Yeah, just in time. Well, before we go to break down in New Ulm, Minnesota, residents there say they saw a bear on the roof. However, not a real bear. Kip the Bear is a mascot for a group in town, braving the heat for 48 hours to raise money and donations for a coat drive in town. The group has done it for years, but their goal this year is $8,000 plus in coats. They need coats, hats, gloves, anything they can raise. And Kip wants to remind everyone that winter is indeed approaching.
That's true. It's got to be hot, though, in that bear costume
Especially
right
the
there.
weekend we had.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, hey, coming up, our final blindfold from Lake Superior Zoo in Duluth. We'll see you in a bit.
The Blindfold on Northern Life is brought to you by Black Bear Casino Resort.
Welcome back, folks. The Lake Superior Zoo is home to over 300 animals, and one of them comes with a pretty sweet name.
Yes, we share part 3 and our final part of our blindfold series from the zoo. We get to meet their Eastern Hellbender.
We're gonna be feeding our Hellbender Crowley, so we got some shrimp for him.
Do you see him in the tube? He's in the tube.
Yeah, so he's facing away right now. He is pretty awesome. That's his favorite tube.
Staying there a lot of the time, probably?
Yeah, so he's not moving around as much as he was. We got him about 2 years ago, so for like the first year or two, they're going to be spending a lot of time moving around and trying to like establish their territory in a sense.
Okay.
He's a giant salamander, so he is the largest salamander in North America. They're endemic to eastern central parts of the U.S. They are listed as vulnerable on the IUCN on the species list.
Lasagna lizard.
Yes, snot otter is another term for them. They're both predator and prey. Worms are a big part of what they will eat out in nature, but they will also eat shrimp, which is what we're going to feed them today because we are fresh out of earthworms.
Who are they afraid of?
Raccoon, yeah,
Oh.
under
Really?
rocks, things like that.
Interesting.
If there are otters in the region, like he's the only hellbender in the state of Minnesota.
Whoa!
Congrats,
buddy.
Amphibians in general are indicative of good water, of good clean water, because they have semi-permeable skin, so toxins and things like that can pass through their skin and into their body. Hellbenders specifically need such a specific like pH, nitrate, nitrite, ammonia levels, and those levels happen to like indicate that the water is really, really clean.
Okay.
So if you have them, your water is good.
Good.
And we like good, clean water
Yes,
here.
amen.
Nice.
He looks hungry.
Shall we go feed him?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Cute little derpy snot otter face. So we always try to have him face us in here so that we can see, because water distorts like your perspective a lot.
Yep.
So it's good that he's already facing this way. So yeah, I just got it with the tongs. Just gonna stick it in. It's yummy shrimp. We try to wiggle it a little bit to help simulate live prey. Yeah!
You took it?
He took it!
Nice.
Shrimp is a very special occasion thing for him. It's like his treat.
Oh,
There it
Oh
goes.
yeah!
Beautiful.
nice.
Sucked it right in.
Okay. Just grab the shrimp.
Just grab the shrimp and stick it in front of his face.
Easy enough. All right, here we go. Here we go, buddy. What do you think? Got a little shrimp? Come on, buddy. Oh, you're hungry. You're a hungry little thing. Come on, eat a little something. Oh, you want it. There you go. There it is. You're a hungry boy. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you take it?
He did.
Heck yeah!
Now eat it. There we go.
Yeah!
Good job, Crowley.
There you go. Now you're one of the few Minnesotans who's got a hellbender.
That's pretty darn cool. Where do you find him
Oh, he might be an Eastern Hellbender, but he wasn't raising any. He was a nice
no,
guy.
he was a
Yeah.
very, very nice gentleman. A little particular on the food, though. You really had to wave it in front of him to get him to eat it.
Maybe he just didn't. He didn't want it, but then he did want it.
He did,
Yeah.
yes. Sweet little animal. Definitely
Yeah.
very cool. And how knowledgeable is she on everything? Every question we had, she had an answer to, which I guess
Yeah.
is probably good. But
Probably
she was
good.
very good at her job.
Yeah. Actually, I went over to the zoo over the weekend. I did not realize how many animals they actually have. Because
Really?
I feel like when we went there, we saw a lot of the zoo.
Yeah.
But the fact that they do have over 300 animals. Mary and I were babysitting, like I said, in their nocturnal area. Outdoor exhibits were also awesome. Also, the fact that family's annual fall tradition of Boo at the Zoo is coming back this Friday, the 18th, and the 25th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Just another reason to get out there to the Lake Superior Zoo. But the coolest animal that I think I saw when I was there, they have this two-toed sloth that was in the nocturnal area.
Yeah.
Also, they have a porcupine in the nocturnal area. Those might have been my favorite animals.
Really?
Yeah.
Why come? How come? That's
I don't
all
know.
right.
It just the way they were moving was very intriguing.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. I gotta go to the zoo more often, especially like Boo at the Zoo.
Yeah.
Such a core memory as a kid. Look, you get candy, you got zoo people, you got the animals. It's just one of the coolest experiences.
Yeah, and a good combination too of indoor outdoor.
Yes.
As well.
A great place to bring the kids.
And they got a lot of big animals there too. We got up next to the cougar, the puma. Wow, the paws on that thing. You would not want to get into an alley with that.
No
with that
way,
animal.
no
Yeah,
way.
Yeah. Well, hey, coming up, an important reminder to help your mind as well as your body.
Welcome back. A new Canadian study says emotional well-being is just as important as physical health for longevity. Researchers found 1 in 4 people over the age of 60 were able to deliberately improve their health and happiness in just 3 years. The key factors were social support, a positive mindset, and healthy habits. Experts say it's about focusing healthy habits for the whole person. Definitely very thankful that these past couple of decades at least, the shift has been more on mental health as well, honoring that and recognizing that that's a very important part of our lives.
Definitely. You could be very physically fit, but the fact too that if you're maybe not so sound mentally or you're not happy in other aspects of your life, it definitely is not healthy.
Yes, very important to make sure that every part of your body is ready and good to go. So, learn your warning signs and listen to your body,
and do something for yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, be
Amen.
kind to yourself.
Yep.
Hey, down to our south, an off-duty firefighter and paramedic saved a life at a Minnesota bar recently using CPR as well as a defibrillator to revive a customer who sadly collapsed from cardiac arrest.
Yeah, John Lordson tells us how that life-saving moment has a longer story behind it.
It's the best job in the world.
Lucas Knoll is a fifth-generation firefighter and paramedic. He wasn't working last Thursday night when he walked into Dugarel's Bar and Grill, but his life-saving instincts kicked in just the same.
Heard some people screaming, and then I saw them laying him down.
A customer had collapsed and gone into cardiac arrest. Knowing every second counts, Lucas ran to him, began CPR, and then asked the server to grab the AED. which advised a shock.
Press pad firmly.
I started CPR after that shock, and he started to come around, so I knew I had a pulse back.
The man survived and was taken to the hospital where he had 2 stents put in his heart. Without Lucas and without the defibrillator, it's likely a different outcome.
There's a story about why the AED was here at Dugarel's in the first place, and it begins with a grieving father looking to honor his son's memory.
Anyone that has lost a child, as I have learned, it really doesn't go away.
In 2016, Chris Passeur's son Chase was shot and killed inside the St. Paul law office he was working in. To cope with the tragic loss, Chris created a foundation in Chase's name. As part of it, Chris got the idea to place AEDs in businesses across Hastings, with help from the fire department. One of the first to get one was Dugarel's, because it takes a little longer for paramedics to get there.
So for the individual that needed it, I was really glad it was here.
Call for help.
Timing is everything, but Lucas walking in the door.
The man who survived happens to be a friend of Fire Marshal Al Storley.
He was very thankful for Lucas, wants to meet Lucas, and once he starts getting back on his feet, he's going to come into the station and meet Lucas and thank him for what he did.
In many ways, it's a full circle moment. A young life taken far too soon, and another one saved because of his memory.
He's now able to keep going and live his life with his family, and it's a great feeling.
Oh, it's an amazing story. I mean, shout out to all the firefighters and EMS, police officers too, who hop in at some of the scariest moments and are able to do their job so well to help others.
Seriously, and very important to know CPR and know how to use an AED and all that stuff that comes with the responsibility of being a human being. I know I haven't done the training in a long time, but you've done it more
I did it
recently.
Yeah. It's definitely important to know. Those are critical minutes, critical moments, and it sounds like there are plans to install more AED devices through Hastings, Minnesota by the end of this year too.
Excellent.
So very good news.
Story.
Well, hey, stick around. We got a great story when we come back.
When we see you again tomorrow, it's our buddy, our pal, our amigo. We got our friend Rachel Hackbarth who's going to be talking about another product here. If you have a dent or a ding in your car, Lord knows I got plenty in my truck, testing out the Dent Popper. This is what this thing is called. It's a tool right off Amazon that's supposed to save you money and a trip to the body shop for this week's Does It Work. I know a lot of folks have tried like the plunger method and things like that, and I mean, if this saves you money, it might be worth it.
I mean, $10 compared to $1,000 some dollars. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Might as well give it a shot.
Amen.
We'll see if it works out. But before we go, I came across this story and I loved it so much, so we had to share it here. Once a month, apparently a bus full of dads make their way through the winding country roads of Northern California, driven by a single obsession, and that is to find the perfect burger. Their group bills itself as the most data-driven burger association in the world. In the last 12 years, they have tasted more than 1,500 burgers, and after all is said and done, they had a record-breaking attempt right here, it sounds like, as they tested that burger. But the only thing they take to go that can't be boxed or bagged is the friendships that they relish.
Oh, and relish too, the word in there.
Yeah.
They had their tools out there, measuring everything.
They're not playing around.
No, they're not. They're very serious about that.
We'll have to figure out what burger is the best.
Yeah, I might have to take a trip. Well, thank you very much for joining us. We love you.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.